Imagine you just ate your favorite meal. Yum! Your body breaks down much of that food into a type of sugar called glucose. Glucose is like fuel for your body's cells. But what happens if that fuel can't get where it needs to go? That's where diabetes comes in. What is diabetes mellitus? Diabetes mellitus is a condition where the amount of sugar or glucose in the blood becomes too high for a long time. Doctors call this chronic hyperglycemia. When blood sugar stays high, it can affect how the body handles carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Meet the hero, insulin. To understand diabetes, we need to meet the star of the show. Drum roll, please. Insulin. Insulin is a hormone made by an organ called the pancreas. Think of insulin as a special key. How insulin works. After you eat, glucose enters your bloodstream. But glucose cannot enter most cells by itself. Insulin acts like a key that unlocks the cell doors. Once the doors open, glucose enters the cells and is used for energy. Everyone is happy.
What goes wrong? But what if there's not enough insulin? Or what if the cells stop listening to insulin? The doors stay closed. Glucose remains in the blood instead of entering the cells. As more and more glucose builds up, blood sugar levels rise. And that is how diabetes develops. Types of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes. Let's start with type 1 diabetes. In type 1 diabetes, the pancreas doesn't make enough insulin. It's like the insulin factory suddenly stops working. Without insulin, glucose cannot enter the cells. Why does type 1 happen? In many cases, the body's immune system mistakenly attacks the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. Scientists believe several factors may contribute. Genetic factors, viral infections, environmental factors, and changes in the immune system. Type 1 diabetes often develops in children, teenagers, or young adults. Type 2 diabetes. Now let's look at type 2 diabetes, the most common type. In type 2 diabetes, the pancreas usually makes insulin, but the body cells don't respond properly. This is called insulin resistance. Imagine insulin is knocking on the door. Hey, open up, I got glucose. But the cells don't respond well. As a result, glucose stays in the bloodstream and starts building up. Causes of type 2 diabetes. Several factors increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Genetics, unhealthy eating habits, lack of physical activity, excess body weight. It is more common in adults, especially after age 35 or 40, but it can occur at younger ages too. The third type is gestational diabetes. This type develops during pregnancy. Most women recover after delivery, but it increases the risk of developing diabetes later in life. Sometimes diabetes develops because of another medical condition. This is called secondary diabetes. It can occur due to diseases of the pancreas, hormonal disorders, certain medications, some genetic conditions. Let's review. Diabetes means high blood sugar levels. Insulin is the key that helps glucose enter cells. Type 1 diabetes happens when the pancreas produces little or no insulin. Type 2 diabetes happens when cells don't respond properly to insulin. Gestational diabetes occurs during pregnancy. Secondary diabetes develops because of another medical condition. Now you know the basics of diabetes mellitus. In our next video, we'll learn about signs and symptoms of diabetes, diet and lifestyle changes, treatment options, and how diabetes can be controlled. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep learning.
Like, share, and subscribe Thera.